Lagging for the break. It's a race to 10 to go to the final four, and sending it to the Predator commentary booth.
Thanks for that great introduction from our MC, Derek Cox. We got a big matchup here in the quarterfinal of the 2026 Yalin WPA Men's World 8-Ball Championship. Jason Shaw taking on Albin OUSCHAN. Ben Francis, and in the booth with me for this match, Eric Orlofsson. Welcome, Eric.
Hey, good to be here. Two of the top players in the field going at it. We're down to 8 of the strongest players left from the 96 that started. Albin OUSCHAN looking to defend his title. Jason Shaw looking for his first world title, surprisingly. He'll be gunning hard after this one.
Both players in top form. Who do you like here, Eric?
You know what? I can't say because I haven't seen either player play in the tournament. I know Albin has the big power break going. And if he's able to make some balls on the break, and you know, which I think he could be a small favorite in that department, might give the small edge to him. Have you seen any of Jason's matches so far in the tournament?
Not a ton. Just following the scores, he seems to be playing quite sporty. But yeah, I might give a small favorite to the current world champ here, and being that he's got the first break, maybe a small edge here, but he's breaking from the side rail to start this match. A little surprising.
Yeah, when he won the tournament, he broke from the middle and second ball ban. And there goes the cue ball on the bottom right.
Curious choice to start from the side rail, but must have something working in previous matches.
Yeah, well, he did make one of the balls in the bottom left, and that's what you want to look for when you're breaking second ball. And as anyone that's played a lot of 8-ball knows, that second ball break will tie up the balls a little more, and you can see that happening here. Solids look a little more open. Stripes all actually have a pocket too, except for the 10 maybe.
Yeah, and this might be some of the thought with the second ball break. If they're struggling to make a ball, and maybe they don't mind it coming up a little one-sided like this. The ball's on one side of the table, a little clustered up. Maybe not so easy to run out if they come up dry. But from ball in hand, these guys will get out from all over the place.
Shaw has experience playing English pool. Sometimes played on a 3x6 table, sometimes played on a 3.5x7 table. Patterns have to be good in that game.
Especially with a smaller cue ball. Have you ever played it, Eric?
No, I've actually never been to the UK, believe it or not.
I never have either, but I've heard it's a nightmare with that small ball.
Yeah, you really have to be touchy, I'm assuming. Have those good slow speed plays down.
From what I've heard, it's very difficult to draw the ball. Like it just always wants to stun or follow through. So I think much different game. It's always baffled me that you would want to play with a different size cue ball, but
yeah, I think it must be just a hangover from when technology was less and the cue ball had to go into a different slot than all the other balls, and they just never changed it.
That's exactly what it's from. And I think North Americans, we had a bigger cue ball for a bit, right?
That's right.
Funny game. Look at how quick Eagle Eye gets to work here to put the first rack on the board. Race to 10. Winner breaks for a spot in tomorrow's semi-final. Looks like we have a time change on those matches, Eric.
Okay.
Small time change. So rather than 9 a.m., we're going to have 10 a.m. match in the ladies, and 12 p.m., 3:30, and 5:30. I kind of like that. I think playing the semifinal of a big event at 9 in the morning that's a touch early.
Yeah, I think that's a good change. Ball clearance and a break a serve here for Shaw in the first game.
Be very interested to see what he does with his break. Will he use a side rail second ball? Will he rip it down the middle? I saw Carlo run that 8-pack yesterday, Eric. I went back and watched it. He broke from the middle, or near the middle.
Yeah, I mean, Shane Van Boning won the tournament breaking from the side rail. Josh Filler won the tournament breaking from the back rail square. Nobody's ever won it breaking second ball. Ruiz won the tournament once. He tends to break with power head ball from the side rail.
From the side head ball, yeah. Looks like Jason going down the middle. This would be the preferred one when it's working, right? Balls can open wide open, but if you don't get one, you just open them up for them. He's got one.
Six ball's going to be tough on solid, so he's going to go after stripes here.
Yeah, usually it's one ball or two balls will tell you which one you need to choose. This one was pretty obvious with where the 6 is.
Working out his pattern now. 13's up there by itself, but not much traffic to head back towards it.
Yeah, one lone ball up there can be a little tricky. Jason's had a good week. He was runner-up in the Banks event, and he had a couple of shots to win the tournament. I think he shot 3 times at the game ball against Federer in the final. But Federer just too much to handle. Look out.
Gonna be real thin here.
Well, and this might be okay for you, Eric, being tall and right-handed, but I don't think he's shooting that ball left-handed. Can't reach it.
He's on the wrong side of the table, so into trouble here, as can happen in 8-ball when he gets slightly off. Caught the rail first. Mistake from Sean, rack number 2.
Another thing I'd like to note about Shaw is he might be just in really good 8-ball stroke 2 because he's just come off, you know, that big straight pool run. He plays enough straight pool and maybe one of the best players of all time, straight pool. That really helps the 8-ball game.
Yeah, I think his stroke overall lends to playing good 8-ball. Shorter on the backstroke. Kind of punch you through the acceleration.
Absolutely.
Good at stunning balls.
Yeah, good at the stun shot, exactly. Yeah, often we refer to 8-ball as the stop shot game. So when your patterns are good and the balls lay out nice, you can work it out where you just play a lot of stop shots. Might be one of his best shots. What's Albin done here? Does the 7 go? I don't think so.
Yeah, he's in trouble immediately. Had to run into the 2. Just didn't come out how he expected.
In off the 11 here. Tricky little shot with the clock running out. He's got it.
They're going to have to find a way to get back on the 7. 4 solids to do that with.
Yeah, it looks like it will just pass the 8 from this camera angle. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think it was available into that pocket, but I think you're right, it is. So that'll make things a lot easier.
He might land in a position on the 4 where he can drop underneath it into the side if it doesn't go. If it does go, he might chance getting on it now. But I think it's the 4 ball next year.
Come up a little short. See if there's a path between the 7 and the 10 to the short rail.
Nice thing about watching Albin is he'll always let you know if he got out of position a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to be forced to take the longer pocket here.
I think he can handle this one. He didn't become the world 8-ball champion by just running wide open tables and cue ball on a string the whole time. You gotta make some good recovery shots and work it out. Long races, can't play perfect the whole tournament. Absolute middle of that pocket. What a great shot. Ties it up off the back of Shaw's mistake there. Some other great matches going on, all on live stream. 3 other stream tables. Tables 2, 3, and 4 on Pro Billiard TV for free on YouTube. Also free to watch in person if you're in the area. I highly recommend going to watch in person. I think watching pool in person, much different. You get to see and feel the pressure out there a little more.
Yeah, the hometown favorite's going to be in action tonight in the mixed doubles final. Stands will definitely be packed for that one. Gerson Martinez taking in some action here.
Might need to show up now to get a seat for that final, Eric. I'm not sure there's going to be any available. Doubles final with Fu and hometown Bergman. It'll be packed in there.
Second ball again.
He's hit that one great, but nothing's going in.
Yeah, nothing in the bottom pockets.
Well, I think it's time to abandon that. 1 dry break and 1 scratch would be enough for me to put that one away.
Well, especially because he can hit it with such power from the middle or even the side rail. Utilizing that power should definitely be a thought for him.
Yeah, I don't hate the one we talked about, like with FSR. You know, if that one down the middle isn't working that well, and we saw from Shane's break, nothing really flew in right away. That one from the side rail hitting the head ball can be useful to keep you at the table at least. And these guys can run tough layouts, so shouldn't worry about just trying to open them wide open, have a stop shot out every time. I'd just be trying to make a ball, keep myself at the table.
No problems here for Shaw. Might want to take the 9 last. Line's good for the 8.
Yeah, he'll try to land on the 12 or the 11 to slide underneath this 14. So he's come too far for that. To try again. Little straight on this 11. Can't get to the 14 now, so maybe need to try to get something on the 9 draw over there.
Yeah, even if he takes the 14 last, there's lots of room on the right side of the table to move back towards the 8 in the left middle.
I don't think he has angle on the 11 to stun over there. No, he's on the wrong side of the ball. So just a smooth draw back here. Should be okay. It's nice and close to the 9, makes the draw a little easier too.
Yeah, it's drawing to the right a bit. He's going to do his best to keep as straight back an angle as he can off the 9.
Yeah, it is going to the right a bit. Does he touch it with some inside spin? He does. Bring it a little towards the 14. It's a good shot. I think that inside spin helped him hit it a little more full into the outside of the pocket. Worked out pretty good.
Shaw back on track now.
Nobody holding serve yet.
Shaw 1 for 1 on the break. Albin 0 for 2. 0 for 1, I guess. No, 0 for 2. He's had 2 breaks.
Yeah, 0 for 2. 1 dry, 1 scratch. How about this first storyline, Eric? Brittany Bryant is in the house. Coming through the quarterfinal. 4-1 in the final set to get her into the semifinal. She plays Jasmine OUSCHAN tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Yeah, and she's beat Jasmine prior in this tournament, so Brittany showing the form that we've expected from her in the last couple of years.
Is the 14 going to get there? It is just... I thought he might abandon that break, seeing that nothing really went in the side pocket last time or flying in, but he's getting balls in those upper corners. We'll see if he sticks with it. Nothing super easy here, though, considering how much he unleashed on that break.
Yeah, I wonder if we get way outside the box here and try the 4-13 on the first shot. Side pockets are tight, though, even from that angle. So it's going to settle for solids here.
Yeah, he'll have to deal with the 2 ball over there by itself and the 6 ball, but it looks like the 3 can lead him to the 6. Yeah.
Trying to get on it a little straighter, but he can go into it now.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, do you like going into it or try to play the drag shot here and hold the cue ball? Kind of like going into it, like you said. Too much angle to hold it. He's played this really nicely.
It's on the 7.
Shaw's the kind of player, when he gets going, he's very, very tough to stop. I mean, similar to all these great players, but so much a rhythm player. 8 ball's a great game for him. Winner breaks. Not got the cue ball on a string yet here, though. Still early days in this race to 10. He's overrun position here too. I think, well, maybe he was playing to the 4 there, Eric.
Yeah, I think it was going to be tough to get at last, so he was just trying to draw that ball a little more and ideally get straight on the 4, but he still has something across here.
It's a really good shot. Stun that one across. Just going to roll this one in.
First break and run of the set likely coming.
Yeah, and you could say the break is working. I mean, the balls aren't flying in, but he's made a ball twice. And getting good looks, so be a little bit worrying over there for the world champ in his chair. Maybe one of the funnest storylines of this event so far. Xiaofang Fu in the final of the doubles with Justin Bergman, but also in the semifinal tomorrow morning of the Women's Open, awaiting the winner of Kristina Zlateva and Pia Filler. Kristina up 3-1 in the deciding set over there.
Yeah, go ahead, Ben.
I think Xiaofang Fu has earned herself 300 more fans, live fans this week. All the Bergman fans were chanting her name yesterday.
Yeah, she opened with 2 break-in runs in the second set against Kelly Fisher in the quarterfinals.
How strong is that? Let's see if he moves the cue ball around a bit here. You can see the wheels turning. He's going to go back to the same spot.
Nothing this time.
Yeah, they're flying everywhere, but nothing. And really, nothing that close to a pocket. Maybe something near that top left, but you can see they're not going. Well, a couple towards the side too, I suppose. I mean, if you're him, you want to be paying attention to those things, because if they're just missing the pocket by a little bit, sometimes it's a speed factor. You can take a little off or add a little. Not sure he could add a little. He's hitting it pretty firm, but sometimes you take a little speed off, can put those balls in the side pocket.
Yeah, I think he's getting good pop and good action. He squares it up a little more. Could get those balls in the second row going. Alvin looks like he's going to open with a 13 here, but he's just having a couple other thoughts, possibly about position.
Yeah, the stripes look good here. If you could pick one tough ball, it might be the 9, but the 11 leads over there pretty easy. He's got a little close to his work here.
Yeah, he was trying to get on the 12 there, because anything straight on the 11 would have been pretty much all the way out. 11, 9, 10, 14, 15. I don't think he can get back. Maybe he can get back straight on the 11 here. It's a lot of angle, though.
Gotta really use the spin there to throw the ball in. And he used the whole pocket, too. If he overcuts that ball, he's going to lose the cue ball. He's done well there. Looks like maybe not straight enough on the 11 here. But many ways to get out from here. Just working on one end of the table is nice now. Stop, stop, stop from here.
He might have a little angle on the 14, which could hurt him. That angle's playing the wrong way for the 15 too, but it does actually look straight now. It's okay.
Yeah, just the smallest angle where he could pinch it a little bit and hold it there. Just gonna roll this one in, get straight on the 11. Job's done. Well, if somebody can figure out the break, they could potentially run away with this one, but the way it's going, I think it's going to be nice and close. There was a nice close one earlier that I watched this morning. Federer, Gorst, and Aloysius Yap went right down to the wire. See these great match stats here. Thanks to Mike the stat guy. Really love these stats. I think they're such a great addition and so long needed in pool. Break success. Big stat there. 0 for 2 from Albin.
Now he's going to the middle. And watch the power he can generate off this one. Elevated close bridge.
Yeah, he's not going to lay off here. Not after the last 2 breaks. Not working out. He's going full power here. But the cue ball's brutally kissed.
Yeah, he lost it off square, but didn't start near a pocket. Unlucky there for Albin.
Yeah, you could say a touch unlucky, but I think you nailed it. Off square, and often when you don't hit it square, funny things happen. So much prize money up for grabs. The pressure out there is unreal. Even something like the break shot, easy to miss-hit it for sure. 90,000 to the winner of this tournament. And even 10,000 in difference between the quarterfinal and the semifinal.
Sean had 2 problems to open up here. He opened up one of them. The 5's still going to be there. He can't do anything with it off this ball. The 1 only goes in the bottom right, really. Still a fair bit of work to do here. Biggest problem is where all the solids are lying right now. It's tough to develop any breakout into the 5.
Just tried to flick the 1 over there, and that would have helped him get on the 5. But it doesn't go still, as we could see from that great camera angle there. I think what he's looking at there is, can he get over there from the 3 ball? I think he can if he gets the proper angle, and the 7 should get him whatever angle he wants. Unless he's come up a little short here. Well, you see how tight those side pockets are. That ball just about didn't go in.
Yeah, a couple. Less than an inch from the pocket, almost missed it.
Is he looking at maybe playing the 1 in off of the 5 after this shot?
That, or if he gets the perfect following angle, he'll just go into it. He's too straight.
Yeah.
Pocket, possibly.
I think he was trying to get the angle to follow into it because he's talking to himself.
But just for you players at home, you don't want to play into these angles where you can only follow into a breakout. The angle has to be perfect. Jason knew that, and that's why he was kind of muttering around. There just wasn't many other options here. Had to play off it in the end, and the 5's not going to work out.
I think it was hard for the 5 to work out there. As much as I saw that shot and I mentioned it, I didn't like it. Does he have anything here available? I might think, well, just roll the 5 onto the 12, but it will never win him the game at this level.
Trying to kick it in. Not going to get a rail, and it's not going to matter if it doesn't go in.
Yeah, missing the out there is the same thing as ball in hand, really. You rack them up.
So 2 failed run-out attempts for Shaw so far. That was a tough one. He was dealing with 2 breakout shots over the course of the run-out, and a ball that only went in 1 pocket. Just kind of ran out of options.
This is where 8 ball's just so easy and a million ways to run out once they move everything out of your way. The hard thing about 8 ball is when all the balls are on the table like Shaw had and just trying to work around them and break a couple out. But what's he done here, Eric?
No clue. Little less speed than ideal, but the ball's so close to the pocket, you would never expect him to miss that one.
Did he try to touch it with inside spin and just pushed it over? That's all I could see happening.
Oh, I think he just hit dead drag there. And the cue ball went too far because he overcut it, but I don't know. The only excuse I can give him there is drag is a less common shot, but still, man, Shaw's going to come up short.
He has not punished him. Not yet, anyway. Tricky jump. He's going to land on the top of this ball pretty much.
Lucky he's left-handed here.
Yeah. Needs a good recovery here. He'll be thinking about this one. 2 chances at this game.
Oh, he hit it good, Ben.
Just missed it. Watch on the replays. Landed right on top of it. Just missed the pocket. But the mistake came on the shot before. Coming up short on position off 2 rails there. Misjudged the spin and the speed.
Albin's not home free here. 10 doesn't pass the 8 in the bottom left. And he's going to back cut it in the middle. See, much easier balls missing the side.
Yeah, you got to spin it a little funny to get position here. It's
Way
never.
off.
Yeah, it's not even close. And that's the spin again. I'm sure he's using the side spin, try to force something there. And well, 3rd chance for Jason at this rack. Still not a layup. But I think he gets this one. Keeps the cue ball clean, and that's the first 2-game lead. We've got a result in that last women's quarterfinal. Kristina Zlateva taking out the new world number 1, Pia Filler, by a score of 2-1. She'll take on Zhao Fang Fu in the semifinal tomorrow at 10 a.m. And in the other semifinal, Brittany Bryant versus Jasmine Ocean, both at 10 a.m. Still that 0% for Albin, but 2 scratches. Wouldn't say that's what cost him this game because he had a couple of chances after, but don't want that number to get any bigger. If you want to win this match, you can't be scratching on the break.
Shaw feeling lucky to be ahead at this point, but he is.
You see the small shake of the head there. He knows he's gotten away with one in that last rack. Let's see if he can figure out this break. Been powering it up good and getting the balls moving all over. Let's watch them going towards the side pockets. He's got one straight in. He's got one in the top corner. This is good.
Yeah, that's the one he wants. Just a good power punch. Not too much body movement. Perfectly square hit.
I'd be really paying attention to that one if I was Albin. And maybe putting the cue ball over there on my next break. If I was to get a next break, if he breaks like that a couple more times, might not see Albin out of the chair. We've already seen crazier things happen in this tournament. And I'm sure if you asked Shaw what his high package run was in 8-ball, it's definitely more than 6.
Picking off the tough balls early here. Going to want to get back at the 1 as soon as possible.
Right now would be good, and he's on it. That's a great shot. Using the 9 to hold up the cue ball. You can watch him get rolling a bit. He'll start to speed up.
It's going to be good here. Second break-in run of the match coming for Shaw.
A little in between here. Got to make a good decision and commit to it. Quality out from Shaw, and in no time at all. Looks like he's going to take a 3-game lead and be halfway to the finish line. Looking for his first world title. A couple matches away.
Let's see the balls pocketed per inning. Getting up to 5 now for Shaw. It's courtesy of his 2 break-in runs. Eight is the max total on that stat line. If you broke and ran every rack.
Yeah, funny you say that, Eric. I still have the window open from the Carlo Biotto stats.
Mm-hmm.
Balls pocketed per inning. Any guess?
It's got to be 8, I think.
It's 8.4.
Oh, because he made other balls on the break too. Yeah.
Isn't that unbelievable stat though? Because you would think 8 is the max, right?
Yeah.
How can you make more than 8?
You're making your opponent's balls too.
That's a really unbelievable stat. I think that's great. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Well, it'll be the max ever.
Yeah, nobody's ever going to beat that. That's right. Look at this break from Shaw. Ball on the side again, and they're wide open. Nothing Albin can do but sit and pray he gets another chance. And then even when he does, he needs to try to mimic this break of Shaw's. Looks like...
Yeah,
Sorry,
I really liked Albin. Yeah, sorry. I really liked Albin starting from the middle right from the beginning. I mean, even the one that he did have from the middle didn't work out, but Shaw's found it here, and I think Albin's going to take note not only of maybe the breaking starting location, but the speed. But yeah, he's going to be at a bit of a deficit when he gets back to the table, likely.
Looks like maybe Victor Zielinski doing the same thing to Carlo Biotto over there. He's up 5-1 already. Carlo looking to become the only player to win all 3 World Championships, the 8, 9, and 10 ball. A little on the wrong side of town here, but 3 ball goes in the bottom right. And Shaw's a fun player when he gets going because he wastes absolutely 0 time out there. He shoots most of these balls within 10 seconds.
Game lead now for Shaw coming.
It's actually one stat line I really love from watching snooker, Eric, is they love to put that stat line up when Ronnie O'Sullivan is playing and show you how he's averaging 12 seconds per shot somehow.
And the rest of the field is at 20. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the really good, quick players are at 20 and they're playing really fast. Somehow Ronnie's at 12. Jason, very similar. He's shooting most of those balls within 15 seconds. Right. Shaw up around the 900 player overall performance. And that is what I would expect watching these elite players playing 8-ball winner breaks. I think shooting around 900 when you're winning a match, probably average, but very elite level.
Square. It's going to hurt him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, not as much as the cue ball straight in the side pocket like it might have been, but sometimes there are situations with cue ball in the kitchen off the scratch on the break where you'd rather them not scratch and you'd rather be down here amongst the balls, but I think most times you'd rather have ball in hand.
Looks like he has to start stripes here. Get a full look at the layout of the table, but he's seeing problems.
It's tough for sure. There's a cluster right there near the kitchen line. Definite problem. He's going to shoot the first ball with his other hand. It's nice and close, but sometimes lose control of the cue ball like this, and he maybe has.
Yeah, not exactly where he wanted to be.
And fair to say, running out of time here, especially with the way Shaw's breaking. Albin has to be thinking he needs to get the job done in this rack, or it might be the beginning of the end.
Let's see if he gets back in line here. And he has. He can run into the 9-12 now.
Yeah, that worked out pretty good, right? Kiss off that ball and land over here. Gonna figure out what happens when he runs into these, but I think he's going to have a shot on the 15, maybe even the 10, maybe even the 9 or the 12.
Yeah, just wants to make sure the 9 doesn't push onto the 5. I don't think he will. Oh, he missed it.
Well, that's almost unforgivable from that angle. He had such a big target with the 6 ball there.
Yeah, I don't think he would have got so aggressive to say, I'm going to run into the 9, not the 6, and it wouldn't have helped him much. Just try to play a little more speed because he wanted to separate them and caught a little stun off the cue ball.
You know, I was wondering the same thing. Was he trying to come across the top and just kiss the 9?
Or even the 6, like the top side of the 6. Yeah, had to be.
What a shot he played there. Powered that one up. Pumped it in, but it's just the beginning of the tough work here. Yeah, might think bury him underneath the 7, but it just doesn't often work. You don't have enough of your balls on the table anymore to play defense. That's why you see him just one stroke that ball and try to make it. There's nothing left to do.
Was running out of time there. Couldn't figure out anything to get into the 9-12. Shaw pausing for a second, realizing that he hasn't been left that easy on anything, but he's going to be a big favorite here. Outnumbering Albin 7-3 at this point.
Yeah, what's he on? Don't think the 6. That would be ideal. Maybe just thin on the 2. I think the 4 is a tall ask, queuing near the 1. At least this thin one on the 2. He's got all of the cue ball to work with. He's caught it a little thick. Is it going to drop? It's not. I was still waiting. It's pretty deep in there. It looked like it might still go.
Yeah, I was actually looking away. I thought he made it for sure. Let's see how close he got to the pocket here. It definitely did catch the rail on the way in. It's blocked everything for Albin. Even the crossbank is not there. It's a double kiss.
Yeah, I think he knew taking on the cut shot there was always kind of a two-way shot. Albin not a lot of time to figure it out.
All he had, but the kiss.
And does he have something?
In the 9 in the bottom left. He's developed something out of nowhere here.
Could he bank the 12 and then play the 9 after? That's maybe an option as well, but tough either way. He's called the 12 ball cut in the side.
Called the 9, it's there.
Okay, yeah. With the shot clock running out. Very unlucky.
Yeah, Albin just kind of...
Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
He was already back to his chair, Eric.
What a sequence this has been. A bank, a fluke.
a kick, 3 rail in the side.
And that's demoralizing for Shaw, especially if Albin is able to pour on a couple break-in runs here.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Even one break-in run here would go a long way. The walls would start closing in. He'll think about it, you know?
And the thing in Shaw's mind, as far as, you know, mentally, is that Albin was pretty much giving up on a couple of those shots, especially on the kick.
He one-stroked it.
His back's turned. His back's turned to the table, Ben.
He put his cue away.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable.
Well, if Albin comes back to win this match, I think it goes without saying that that's going to be the turning point. We'll have to see how many he's able to pour on. Big drama happening here in the World 8-Ball Championships. It's one thing if that happens to you in a weekly tournament, but when it happens to you in the World Championships, wow, you just got to wonder. Conversely for Albin, just kind of regrouping and having kind of a free roll at the match now.
Yeah, it is a bit of a free roll. I don't like him breaking from here, though. Why not try Jason's break?
It's back to second ball.
Yeah, it's just not working out. I think he's just missing something a little bit on watching how the balls are opening up on Jason's break from that side.
I agree. Well, at least the fortune for Albin is not going to punish Shaw too much. Just the one game, really. Back in control here.
Yeah, and as much as Shaw could think, you know, Albin got a little lucky there, he did have a shot. I mean, he had a thin one on the 2, but he did hit it quite thick, hung it up there. Sure, you don't expect the guy to bank a ball and cut a ball like crazy with 1 second on the clock, then kick 3 rail one, but you can't blame yourself a little. You did have a crack at the game, right?
No, 100%. That's a good point. I actually didn't realize he had missed a ball in that rack, or I forgot. But I think people, you know, try to blame luck in the game a lot. You really need to think back if you had a chance in that game. If you did, the luck wouldn't have happened if you executed properly. It's a good point.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Yeah, you can avoid the luck. You gotta analyze the game like that. Otherwise, you never really get better either. I think we get stuck in that excuse kind of realm where we're always trying to find a reason why something happened instead of blame ourselves, and then we never learn to make adjustments and practice things we need to practice.
100%.
Trying to find the window between the 6-12 here. Play the 11. It's not the easiest ending sequence, in my opinion.
Out. He's got to get on the 13. He's still on the 12, but he's going to be scrambling now.
Yeah, he needs to control maybe a kiss off of the 3 and draw over.
Okay, he's got to regroup quickly here. He can play that. He's just going to have to take a thin one on the 13, and he's going to have to be very precise about it.
Can he just miss the 3 with the draw, I wonder? I don't think so, because I think he needs too much speed for that to work. Yeah, I think he has to draw off the top side of the 3. Chance kissing off it. Maybe the cue ball's coming towards the 8 a bit. Or, like you said, maybe just holds underneath, play a thin one.
It's going to be too hard.
Yeah, hasn't worked out at all.
Cross bank's not there.
Yeah, and could that last rack turn out to be a key point in this match. I think it might just be 7-2. Shaw is pretty commanding lead. Could see 6-4 in a minute if this kick shot doesn't work out.
It's close, Ben.
What a shot.
It's in the pocket. What a shot by Shaw. Shot of the tournament. He's on the 8.
Kidding me? What is that from there? Unbelievable. Let's watch this replay. It was in the whole way.
Oh, what a shot. And he's missed the 8 now. Wow.
He's wasted it, Eric. Let's see this replay. What happened? Well, I think he couldn't level out and just cut it in, or he was maybe scratching. So he tried to draw it and he caught it thick. What a miss that is.
Yeah, it was a thin one, but was makeable. Big developments here in these last 2 racks. And they've both gone Ocean's way. Let's not get ahead of ourselves the way things have happened in the last 2 racks, Ben, but we all know it's a big favorite here. He's left an edge, but the cue ball's definitely playing into the pocket off that edge.
I don't know about this shot, Eric. After you saw him kick that ball in, are you playing safe here?
I don't know if I would have risked it.
I think I risked just trying to cut the 7 in. It was nice and close to the pocket.
Yeah.
How about this for a TV shot? He's going to bend it around the 2. Doesn't grab in time. Wow. How many times do you miss a ball like that 8 ball after you made a great shot?
Yeah, I mean, we can't accuse this match for lack of entertainment.
Work on this end, so shoot the 7 and the 4, but you can see him not straight enough on the 7, so he's talking to himself here.
It's his MO.
Working on one end and then going back up to the other so he doesn't have to move the cue ball up and down. Still not dead in line here where he wants to be, but this is okay. Oh, what's he thinking over there? How's this turned around?
Yeah, he's just contemplating what's gone on in the last 2 racks.
Do you think it's a good time for a timeout from him, maybe?
They're definitely allowed. Doesn't have to be their break. They can take it at any time.
He's not going to flinch. And I definitely wouldn't be if I was Albin. Keep the momentum rolling. Looks like Carlo Biotto making a comeback over there. Now down 5-4 to Victor Zielinski. Aloysius Yap up 3-0 on Daniel Maciel. That other quarterfinal matchup, Francisco Sanchez Ruiz up 4-1 over Wu Kun Lin. Those are 8 superstars of the sport.
Albin 0 for 4 on the break so far. Scratching twice. Mixed it up from the middle and the side rail. Side rail second ball.
Both sides second ball. I wonder if he goes head ball from the side here. Okay,
Middle.
to Jason's spot. This is what I was thinking. Break from where Jason was. This is really close to where Jason was. No way, gets kissed in again. It was close. He didn't square it up again, though. That happens when you mishit it. We'll see. Cue ball's a little off center. That causes all the balls to go to one side, too, like what happened here.
Openers are tough, Ben. I'm not sure what he's looking at in the side pocket there.
Yeah, is it maybe the 9? Yeah, nothing easy. And losing the cue ball into the 8 a bit if he's going to play the 9, so he doesn't want to do that. Might be no choice, though.
Does he have the 11 past the 3? Definitely doesn't want to be taking that either. He does if he wants.
Yeah, that's a tough one to take on as the opening shot. You kind of want to just establish first. But tough layout here.
It's going to be tough, no matter how he shot it. Decided to just ramp up the speed and try to spear it in. And he hasn't left Shaw much.
He's looking to the sky thinking, what's happened here? How's it turned around? But in both those racks where something funny happened, he did shoot. He made that unbelievable 2-rail kick and then missed the 8. So no matter what funny stuff happens, he has had a chance at both racks. Could easily be 8-2.
He can play safe just rolling behind the 9, and he looks like he's going to bank the 9, and I don't blame him. Short.
Yeah, it's almost like a bit of a tilty shot, in my opinion. I like the safe, Eric.
But have they gotten safe 3 times with 14 balls on the table here?
Yeah, I think he got safe again. I think he's only left the bank here.
This is a bit of an easier bank. Yeah, the balls are just lying funny here.
Yeah, I think he makes this one, though. This is high percentage bank for him. And he played in the Banks Showdown as well, and I mean, did quite well considering he's not known as a bank player. So he maybe has a good feel for the rails. See that one go right in the middle. What a chance to get this to 6-5. Unbelievable turnaround.
3 of the wildest 8-ball games you'll ever see here.
Good sized crowd filled in here, watching all these world champions. Maybe trying to get a seat for that doubles match later on. Not going to be so easy. Well, has he landed straight here? Or is he going to have just enough angle?
Good now.
good out. Opening with the bank. 6-5. And breaking.
Yeah, coming off his first successful break in the match.
Well, and I don't think he should be changing the spot. Should be trying to square it up again. Looks like Shaw's going to take a little timeout. Eric and I'll take a small one as well. Be right back. Looks like they're back. Just missed the break off, but it looks like a dry one from Albin. Pretty wide open spread here on the dry break. Let's see. Yeah, he didn't square it up again. He's been mishitting it on his right side. What do you think, Eric? Maybe is it time to try another break from Albin? Something different?
It's the only one that works.
Yeah, I think stick with that one. Just try to hit it square. He hasn't hit one square yet.
Yeah, the thing with Albin is that he doesn't have that kind of slow stand-up pop break like Shaw does. Doesn't mean the one that he's using can't work. That's the exact one that he used to win the tournament. But I think definitely laying off the second ball, if he wanted to be creative, he could go to the side rail and hit the head ball. Might be the only other option. But Shaw right back into it now.
You said it well there, too. The one that he used to win the tournament, I think that's the key. If I was him, I would be thinking back to that. I know conditions can change out there, but that's a good one. I picked it at the top of the tournament. I thought that second ball is probably not going to win the event. Look at how Albin won the event. The big giant head ball break. This is just what Shaw needed here after the timeout. He's got a pretty easy layout, and he's gone to work in a matter of 2 minutes to regain some momentum here. Some other scores from the other matches. 4-1 FSR over Wukun Lin. 3-1 Aloysius Yap over Daniel Maciel. Carlo Beato trailing 7-4 to Victor Zielinski. Maybe it's not Carlo's time. Victor trying to be the spoiler there. Carlo trying to be the only player to win the 8, 9, and 10 ball world championship.
Yeah, Victor's going to be in the final of the mixed doubles coming up after this match. His partner, Seo Soa. Who's still in the women's? Did she make it through to the semifinals, Ben?
Soa?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Xiaofeng Fu against Kristina Zlateva. Brittany Bryant versus Jasmine Ocean is the final four there. But Soa with a real good tournament. Quarterfinal there.
Shaw's in the side off the break, so turnover back to Ocean again. And a wide open table here. Twists and turns in this one.
They're both mishitting it on that side a little bit. Worried about crossing it over, I think, more than anything. So often hitting it on that side a touch, but they're losing that cue ball lots.
Albin checking out all the small angles, which is usually a big thing in 8-ball.
It's got a lot of open table in the middle to work with here.
If the 3-7 combo is dead, might take solids. It's a little off.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty playable, so I like that call, Eric. And it's not super easy from here. You can see from that angle, 7 looks not bad at all. Tough to miss that combo, I think. Just
Yeah,
a matter of where the 3 goes.
Yeah, it's going to play off to the right, but not into the 10 enough. It's fine there. Two 5 blast will work. Just gonna have to find a way to get straight on a high percentage way to get straight on the 2.
Yeah, I think the 6 or the 3 can lead him there quite easy. Yeah, he won't want to have to deal with the 14 when he plays the 2.
Oh, he's come up short.
A mile short.
To the point where he might have to bank it to get good on the 2 now.
Yeah, could he consider playing the 2, the 5, then the 8, maybe?
2, 5, 3, yeah.
3, sorry, yeah. Yeah, that's what he has to do from there, but he's played a beauty. Stun that one in and find the window. Good shot. 3 to the 8's just fine, of course. 8's over the pocket. That's the nice thing about 8 ball. Sometimes you got options. I like how he used an extra rail there to get a little closer.
Yeah, he was confident in his speed on that one, crossing over the 10. Played it nicely.
For 7-6, what a match they're having now. Looked like Shaw was going to run away with it. Whoa, I spoke way too soon. How did he miss that one, Eric?
I have no clue. It's one of the easiest balls I've seen missed in an important situation.
Well, he's got me speechless here. What do you say about that?
What a let off for Shaw here. He's going to have a 3-game lead going into the latter stages of this match.
Well, and how hard is it to recover after something like that? For Albin, it can just be so mentally draining. And he's definitely the kind of player who wears his heart on his sleeve, so one's going to hurt. I'm still in shock, Eric. I can't believe he missed that ball. It was an absolute hanger. Did he rush it? Take it for granted? For sure he did that. For sure he thought it was in before he shot it, but I'm stunned, almost silent.
I am, for
It's
sure.
hard to do. It's hard to stun me silent. Should waste no time punishing him here.
I mean,
Can't miss this one, can you, Eric?
we've all been there missing easy balls, but just the levity of the situation, I'm very surprised.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Is, your local weekly pool tournament can do that stuff, but the way this match is gone and Albin coming back would have been 7-6. He was right in the match. I'm just absolutely shocked.
Players over 800 in the overall performance, but there's been mistakes. 5 missed shots on each side. That's a lot for 8-ball.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. In a 10-ball set, race to 10, that wouldn't be very much, but in an 8-ball match, winner breaks, yeah, you expect that number to be a little lower for the entire match.
Some square this time, but to be fair, the rack wasn't quite great. Did separate okay, and he's got one down.
Yeah, he leaned into that one. Get to see it. Little on this replay. Watch, he just let it rip this time.
Watch the middle of the rack here. It didn't separate like it usually does.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. You got a ball kissed in the side pocket there. That's why you see him hold up his hand, because it looked like it was coming up dry.
On stripes, 4-5 is too messed up. It's a little straight here. He wanted enough angle to come over for the 15 in the left middle. He still can. He's going to have to stun out of it a bit.
Yeah, and the stun with the cue ball on the rail, or close to the rail, is extra difficult.
No good. And another mistake.
Yeah, it's not been the cleanest match from these gents. Happy about that one. Justifiably so. Went wrong on the first shot.
Albin's going to smartly open up his 4-5 here. He's got to open it up, though. It'll be okay.
Yeah, he's nudged the combo available. Very smart, though. But Shaw, definitely one of the most creative players in the game. Wouldn't put it by him finding something here. No.
He might be able to cross-bank the 15. To the bottom left. I'm surprised he played safe. Ocean does have 2 balls tied up.
Yeah, but the 7 breaks out the 1, and that combo up there breaks out the 3, so I think he could go for it here. Shoot the 6, run this one out, no?
Yeah, I don't mind starting 6-7.
He's going to back off again. That would surprise me from here, but I suppose wait for a better chance.
Well, this is a good lesson here for your amateurs playing 8-ball. Whenever you're outnumbering your opponent like this, you've got to be sure of how you're going to develop the rack. And if there's only 1 ball tied up, that's one thing. But when you got 2 and you start eliminating your balls and getting onto even amount of balls left, you've got to be real careful with when you start your offensive charge.
Yeah, and playing your opponent a bit, I think, is important too. So understanding the level that they're at and, when to back off and when to go for it. Obviously, at this level, got to go for it a little bit more, but even Albin recognizes kind of how the match has been going and was willing to challenge Jason to a shot there, knowing he's not feeling the most steady right now.
Still no offense from Albin.
Yeah.
Shaw can bank the 14 at some point, so he's got to be careful here that he doesn't leave too much.
Wow, he almost found a way to trickle that ball in there.
And he was on the 14. Shaw's blocked a pocket, but Ocean's going to look at pocketing Shaw's ball at some point now.
Yeah, I think right now, and try to just not leave him the bank or the 11. Be a bit careful here, though. He's come all the way down by the 5-4 again. Good shot, and he's put the 6 in the way. This was good. The bank into the bottom right of our screen here. Try to spin the cue ball around too.
Got close again.
It's going right back where it started. Look at this. To the other side. Probably now is a good time to run out for Albin. What do you think?
I would think so. Does the 1 have a pocket? No.
Yeah, but I think he could move the 11 or move the 1. But I think he could just move the 11. Yeah, another,
Go back and look.
I don't hate another safety from here either because it's a good one.
Yeah, he's under very little risk. The one time that Shaw had the shot on the 15 directly, that was a bit of a risk for Albin. But the rest has been pretty low risk.
Yeah, Shaw's not in a hurry to move that ball out of the way of the 1, though. He's done well to recognize Albin's not, in a rush to try to run out from anywhere here. I wonder, has he called safe here? I thought he might just make that ball with the safety, but always better to keep the ball on the table. Extra blocker, extra option for later. Good safety.
11 ball, back corner.
Well, he's kicked in 1 ball in this match so far. Right near where he needs to hit here.
Foul.
No, 7 had him blocked. And now the 3 is trapped. The 1's still not in the most ideal spot.
Yeah, I'd be curious if he deals with the 3 or the 1 first from the ball in hand here. It's got to be the 3, right?
Well, if you can pocket the 1 and move the 11, that could play okay.
Oh, he figures he has a free shot at the bank here. Can't leave anything on for Jason other than maybe a bank. And he's such high percentage to make the bank from ball in hand anyway. It's a good shot. You can see from back there, Jason really only had a bank on the 14, and it wasn't coming with anything on the 11, I don't think. Even if Albin had missed 3. Probably leaves the 5 there just for some insurance, right?
Yeah, he should be okay now. He's clearing things out. The 1's going to have a pocket eventually. But it was just an interesting game of keeping your numbered advantage. I think a lot of people disregard that.
Does the 1 maybe go on the side? Looked like from that angle it might just slip in there between the 8 and the 11.
Yeah, I think players are learning their lesson in the side.
I definitely did a couple months ago in Vegas. Those sides were super tough. The one ball goes now to the corner. I still thought he might consider leaving the 5, but he's going to shoot the 5 and try to get a little better on the one ball here. Still in this match. Jason found a way out there. Might have been pretty much curtains down 9-5, but 8-6 and the break. If at some point he can figure out the break. I saw a funny little post from Tyler Steyer a little while ago about him and Duong praying for a ball in the break, before their match in the morning. Had a little prayer session.
Yeah, I saw that too. Ocean doesn't have the break success gods on his side so far this match. He's only at 17%. Really just going to have to figure out which break he wants to go with. He's gone with 3 different ones so far throughout the match.
He's just about tried everything. Looks like Carlo Beato on the brink over there. Victor Zielinski up 9-6. He's on the hill. Yap up 5-3 over Daniel Maciel. And FSR had 6-3 on Wu Kun Lin.
Back to second ball. And
He's got
that's
both corner balls this time.
Yeah, that's how it looks when it's executed properly. And with a template, if you're hitting it consistently, you can make that happen a lot.
It's a speed thing. I think he was laying off of it a little bit the first couple times. This one, he added some speed. It looked like it worked great. But still, nothing super easy here. Kind of wedged in between the balls. Maybe no shot at a stripe. Although, as I say that, overhead comes and it looks like maybe he has the 12. And I quite like stripes here, I think. What do you think, Eric?
Yeah, the 13 will be the biggest problem for stripes, but the 11 can play well under that. No ball near the 11 to kind of guarantee getting straight. That's the only real problem.
Yeah, and solids with just too much of a problem. The 3 and the 2 in tricky spots. Stripes has balls over pockets too, is nice. This one and then one over the other side. Really great chance to get this to 8-7. This match is far from over.
Yeah, he could even take a shot at getting them straight on the 11 right now. Or the 13, really. Just play over into that area.
Yeah, I like getting in between them right near the rack spot. Give yourself a choice. It's going to land right on the rack spot. It's pretty good in between them.
So on the 13, straight. Only option there would really be to stop it. He'd want to keep the speed down.
Yeah, kind of like the 11 first. I think he's seeing the same. Back near the rack spot again. Shoot the 13 next. Yeah, never gripped on him. That's why he's talking to somebody.
I didn't think it would. That's why I like taking it last ball, but he's still there.
Yeah, this is still okay. You just can't get exactly where he wanted to be. Might have to avoid a little rub of the 3 or just deal with it.
Good shot.
Yeah, it's no problem. And he was in between some balls here anyway, so he always had the 10 first if he wants that. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then the 15 in the side.
This is his first break-in run of the match, unbelievably, Ben. Winning 7 games, but 6 not by way of break-in run.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. And I think you're right. There was 1, but he missed the 8. I couldn't believe it. I'm still in shock. And what would the score look like if he'd made that 8? I mean, who knows, but good chance it'd be reversed. 8-7 for him.
Well, not an ordinary match here, but it's no doubt it's been entertaining. Ocean finally finding the break-in run. 15 games in. Balls pocketed per inning going way down because there was a lot of saves in rack number 13. Nip and tuck here, Ben. Really could go either way at this point.
Yeah, I actually don't hate Albin's chances from here, and I wouldn't have thought that an hour ago. But I almost have him as a small favorite if he can figure out this second ball break from here at a good speed again. He's got a ball down, 2 balls down.
Yeah, that ball that went in the side is actually the second most wired ball. Get a replay here. Just comes across one rail. But regardless, he's got lots down.
Yeah, it's one of those balls where if you told people that you're playing a bank side on the break shot, hitting second ball, they would think you're crazy. You're that good?
It goes in a lot, though, especially with the template.
Yeah, it's just wired in there. Stripes here because I think the 2 is not so easy, although maybe he can drop on it right now or move it. It actually looks pretty good from the 1 here. Oh, he's going to drop on it later. I suppose the 5 can drop you on it pretty easy too. Or the 7. What a chance to get this all square.
Yeah, he's been trailing for a long time here. Overcut this.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to come back for the 2 there. He just overcut the 3, so it caught more speed in the play.
Yeah, watch the 3, as Eric says, goes into the wide side of the pocket. That's why he's lost the cue ball here, and he's jacked up over the 7 if he wants to shoot the 5.
The 7 can still get him back on it. 7-4. See the Lay the balls here again. I think it's 5, 4, 6, 7, 2.
Side pocket, 5 ball.
The side pocket, 5 ball. You heard the man. It will be 5, 4, 6, 7, 2. From here. Right chance landing in between them, between the 6 and the 7, and give himself the option, but I think it will be trying to get on the 6 here.
Oh, didn't want to run to the 12. This is trouble, big trouble. He's still on the 7. Getting back to the 2 is going to be much tougher now.
Yeah,
6, I'm surprised.
Yeah, so much that, yeah, shooting the 7 maybe doesn't work. But I would think, yeah, shoot the 7, try to get angle on the 6. Is he thinking about a safety?
I'm surprised. I mean, he's only outnumbered 5-3 here. But you better be a real creative player to find a way around this when you're outnumbered by 2 balls.
Yeah, and Jason's so crafty, right? One of the most creative players. And that includes the safety play as well. And as we mentioned at the top, very experienced in 8-ball. Growing up playing English style of 8-ball.
Called the 12 in the side bend. He's going to bait him into getting offensive right away here.
It's maybe Albin knows something we don't know. Look at how close the 8 went.
He can get into the 14 off this shot. 15 is available.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the 8 just missed the corner there. Oh, he's missed the 14. This is trouble.
Yeah, these guys are struggling out there a little bit for their standard of play. Needs an angle on the 15 now to break it out, and then got to land on it.
Still could come underneath it. It's available on the top left and the left middle. It's going to be too much angle to get underneath it, though, unless it goes 2 rails all the way back.
You know, and he very well might. 6-ball might be a good target. That's what he's done. Look out, though.
Underneath it.
What a
Perfect.
shot. That is a super shot. He's not out of the woods yet. One more good shot needed.
Jeez. Oh. Another missed ball.
Yeah, and just tight corner pockets. Just rattled a bit. You can see here it looked pretty close. But I think he knew right away.
The speed was the only thing that kept him out there, just barely grazing the rail on the way in. The turnover for Albin.
Nothing super easy. He's got to make a couple good shots here. He's on the wrong side of this 2-ball.
Yeah, he's going to have to play kind of a similar shot to what Jason did into a small area. All the way across and back.
Yeah, very small area. Hit it a little. But yeah, about as good as you could ask for from there, right?
Gonna Have to play a bit of one spin or the other, whichever one he prefers. Straight high line of the cue ball. It's going to line up with the 8, I don't think.
Right in the middle of the pocket. What a shot. It's going to be 8 all. I hate to say it again, but I don't see him missing this one. He's already missed one of these. I wonder if he's still thinking about it. I bet he is.
Wow, Shaw had a great chance to get on the hill there. Opened up with a nice pot on the 12. Started getting out of line, but had it at the end. This match has had a bit of everything, Ben.
Albin's starting to turn around that break stat. Started with, 0 for 2, 0 for 3, and now he's getting it up there. He's starting to make some balls.
Yeah, last 2 breaks, he banked the 11 across. And the break before, he got 2 balls going in the bottom pocket, so.
The bank misses and the corner balls have missed. Shaw's going to get a good look here. At first glance, not that easy, though.
Does the 10 make the combo on the 1-4 pretty big? 10 would have to get all the way out of the area.
Yeah, I think if it did, then solids look good. If it doesn't, then yeah, he's going to shoot stripes. So that tells me he probably didn't. It wasn't that playable. What's he going to do with this 15? Does that go in off the 5?
It could.
Yeah, from here, it looks like that's a good shot. Just have to choose when he wants to play it. I think early is good, but you got to watch where the 5 goes here.
Yeah, it's going to run into the 9. If anything, this will jam on the top part of the pocket, but I think he's pretty good here. Yeah, he's fine.
That's a hanger. Just got to watch where the 13 goes. It's okay. I was panicking there. It's late in the match. I'm starting to panic. Race to 2 to try and get into the semifinals. Such a big match. I mean, the prize money is great, but I think they both would trade the prize money for the world championship title.
Well, especially Shaw. He doesn't have one yet.
I was going to say, maybe not Albin. He might want the 90,000 instead, since he has one. But yeah, Shaw almost surely would trade the prize money for the title. Call yourself a world champion. And with that in mind, you can imagine what kind of pressure they're both under. He wouldn't show it by the way he's moving around these balls. One more good shot. Well,
Drawn this.
what's he done?
No shot.
That's a huge mistake. He's got to kick this one in, or Albin's going to take, I guess, first lead of the match right at the end. Oh, what kind of odds you give him kicking this one in, Eric? 20%? 10%?
That was my first answer, 20.
At that speed, I give him 5%. I thought he'd hit it slower. think if he hits it at like a pocket weight kind of speed, I give him that 20%.
Yeah, I was just trying to hold the slide, but stake for sure was on the stripe before.
Do you think, yeah, a little bit of frustration there? Is that maybe why he hit it with that speed? Albin's going to wait for a real good chance. I mean, he's really hemmed him up here.
Yeah, he's trapped him good here. Don't even see him hitting this ball, never mind making it.
Yeah. Yeah, if he just finds a way to hit this, would be a highlight reel. No way. No way, Eric. What did he just do?
Holy, that's one of the best shots I've ever seen.
Ever. Oh my goodness, can we see that one again? How did he do that? How did he even see that? Unbelievable.
This has been one of the most eventful matches I've ever been a part of.
I'm shocked. We've literally seen everything in this match. That's one of the greatest shots I've ever seen. I've seen one of the easiest 8 balls missed that I've ever seen. Jumps, kicks. It's had everything. You know what? I'd like to see previous what Albin's shot was that he turned down to play that safety.
Yeah.
I mean, he wedged him, and there's no fault there at all. But did he have a shot and try to run out?
I don't remember.
That's incredible. He couldn't have played a better safety, but you have to wonder, was there something else when this guy just kicks in balls from everywhere?
And he's got a ball down, and the table's looking nice and open, and what a turnaround here. Wow.
Oh, I'm so shocked by how that went. What a shot that is. Eagle Eye just finds these shots from everywhere. And not just the shot, but the timing to do it. At 8 all in a race to 10 with $90,000 on the line.
Eleven's got to.
So he had the 2 straight in the side, Eric.
Yeah, I was worried about the sharpness of the side pockets, but he has laid off a couple times in these spots. I mean, I'll just say this quick. The reason why I thought he was never even going to hit it, and you can go back and watch the replay on that one. Not only did he check it heavily, he bent it back to create another angle and just kind of felt it off the side rail. I mean,
Twice, right? There was 2 reactions there. He had to feel both of them. Yeah, I'm not blaming or placing any blame on Albin whatsoever. I just was curious, was there a choice, you know? But yeah, unbelievable to feel both of those reactions like that, go straight at the ball. I can't believe what we just saw. If he goes on to win the tournament from here, that will be a shot no one will ever forget.
Well, it's got to go down as one of the biggest shots in history, really.
With the implications of the prize money and the fact that he's never won a world championship yet, yeah, that's big time. Big time.
And now he's missed a 9. What is happening in this match, Ben?
But if he loses this match, you know, remembering that shot will be nice, but he'll remember all the shots he missed, like this one, more.
Huh.
highlight reel's great, but if it didn't earn you anything, then it's just in vain. Yeah, and he's livid with himself. He got a little funny on that ball, I should say. Thought it was a little funny.
Well, he had to spin it heavily, but how close it was to the pocket, I didn't ever think it would be an issue.
Well, and look at this. Albin's dropped on the only tough ball right away. Shouldn't say the only tough ball, the toughest ball. Every ball is tough right now. Not a pressure out there.
Extension.
Yeah, I think if there was ever a time to take the extension, it's on this shot. This is the one.
Jessica Centeno and Ruben Alamit taking in the action.
Yeah, what a match to watch. I mean, it literally has had everything. Everything you could imagine. Break and runs, dry break and runs, kicks, banks, jumps. Just a little bit of everything, and one of the greatest shots we've ever seen. And it looks like it's going to go the absolute distance and give the crowd what they came to see. And it is a good-sized crowd. Looks like no seats left. Standing room only now.
It's going to be Ocean to break in the Hill game. He was dry on his last one. He had a couple good ones going near the end of the match.
Games and nothing separating them. One game to see who moves on to the semifinal.
Nine missed balls for Shaw.
It's a big number. You'll remember every single one of them, I'm sure, but especially that last one. He doesn't win this match. Ball was close to the pocket. He didn't have to do too much. Like I said, he had to spin it a little, but looked like he'd done the work and had it right where he wanted it. I assume we missed the fist bump handshake. Good luck for this last game. Yeah, these guys.
After this.
And they're good friends, I assume. You know, Moscone teammates, and they know each other well. Second ball break here. Needs a good one. He's come high across the top of it, and it never works out. Chance for Shaw to redeem himself here. How does it look, Eric? What do you think?
Does the 14 pass along the right long rail? I'm not sure.
That was my first thought as well.
I don't think it does.
No, I don't think so.
He has an opener on the 7. He's going to have to crash into some balls, but I think it could be worth it.
This might be the whole match in this one shot. How does it turn out? Is he on the 2? He's on the 5. It's turned out not bad.
And he's going to have to move the 6, so I don't mind taking the 5 now and getting 6 repositioned.
Lots of players in the arena watching this too. You love to see that. nudge of the 8 here. Reposition the 6 a bit. Don't put the 8 in jail, though. So now he's going to move another ball here, Eric.
Yeah, he can still get into it off moving the 14. But if it goes, he won't bother moving it, Ben.
I don't think. Well, from this angle, maybe it just goes. Yeah, because if he draws into the 14 here, he's not guaranteed to be on something. So he'd rather just drop underneath the 6. I think he nudged it a hair closer, but it might not have changed anything.
Yeah, just barely moved it there.
Does it go? Because it looks like he was trying to get into the 6 there and not move it. So that tells me maybe it goes. But a few other balls first and a lot of nerves out there from this angle. It really looks like it goes, Eric.
Yeah, I think he's okay with the 8 passing, but definitely big nerves for Shaw here.
If he gets on this 3 ball, he's looking real good because the 6 will go on the side after. What's this look like? He couldn't check it over anymore, so maybe it's the 6, then the 3. Doesn't want to land straight on the 3 into a long pocket.
He's got it center pocket, just wants an angle here.
A great angle he's got. What a good shot. One more good shot away.
Yeah, he's got a little bit. I don't think he's going to be able to really power up and get straight on the 8, but at least he's not straight on the 3. It's close enough that he has to look down the line, Ben.
Anytime you got to close one eye, it's not good.
So he wants to get decent on it here.
Yeah, I wondered if he would go forward, use an extra rail. Looks like he's going to punch across.
Caught her a little thick, but he's still there.
This is the side of the ball you want to be on. If it's a little tight, you can hit it softer, ride it in off the side rail, but there's massive pressure on this ball to get a spot in the semifinal. See if he can eagle eye it up. It was never close. He's overcut it by a lot.
Yeah, decided to drag at it, which if you're comfortable with that shot, go ahead. Kind of thought he'd roll at it a little more.
Absolutely with you on that, Eric. I thought he would roll it too. Just a middle ball or a high ball even. The drag wants to overcut it lots. We've seen it a few times in this match. What a chance for Albin with nothing in the way.
Down to the very last ball here in the quarterfinals.
He can use the 14 to get on the 13. Does go by, as we can see from here. Great camera work. Looks like the 14 will go. So the one thing you don't do here, Eric, is play a safety.
Yeah, he learned his lesson last rack.
No matter how good you think the safety is, no free shots here for Shaw in this rack. He's going to chance the 14 now, which surprises me. I thought he would try to get closer and more straight in. Big shot. He's got it. We've seen absolutely everything happen in this match, so I'm definitely not counting this one as over yet. But he looks pretty good to close it out here.
Yeah,
as I say that.
Wanted to be straight on the 10 here. He's still fine, just has to keep his wits about him.
Yeah, he could shoot the 15 and come around to play it in the same pocket. He could roll it, play the ball on the side. He could shoot a ball up table, the 9, get better on it. It's got lots of options from here still. But even that kind of stroke, he just didn't look that steady. Not what we're used to seeing from Albin. It wasn't that smooth.
Well, and he's straight on the 9 now, so how far can he get off the rail coming back? Far enough, I guess.
You can really tell that the tension is really high out there for both players. But Albin just one good shot away. He just gets the job done over and over again. That's why he's the world champ. But I think he's gotten away with one here, Eric. Looked like it was all Shaw.
No doubt. Yeah, and even Shaw just getting a little better on that 8. It could have been a different story. But what an entertaining match. Hard-fought battle from both players. Takes on both sides. Played all the way down to the last ball, Hill. Defending champion's going to keep his hopes alive here. What a match. Save this one, tell your friends.